on?
Hi.
Huh?
In less than normal time. Hello. I
Yeah.
should probably tweet out that we're live. Holy shit. But I've had plenty of time to do that, and I fucking didn't. I'm a
Fucking
piece of shit.
fucking amateur.
Anyway, hi. So this is Dominium. We don't usually do it on Sundays. So if you're new here, you picked a very, 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 very... However, what I can tell you is that they're currently in the city of St. Morgan. And this is a city that has very loose divisions between church and state. And since they were brutally attacked by an unknown enemy that wiped out most of the city and has left their infrastructure undesiring, Vesper, please mute. And with the infrastructure bad and conditions generally continuing to get worse, things aren't exactly good. And there are increased tensions between the standard city guard and army and this religious organization called the Sanctum Illuminatus, of which Wolfgang Harlequin, played by Josh, was once a member of. And now there are... Goddamn it, person who's doing a weed whacker thing. Why the fuck are you doing it at 8 o'clock at night? Anyway. However, he's not a part of that. However, Wolfgang Harlequin isn't a part of that organization anymore. In fact, they kind of want him dead. And where we just immediately left off is where he met his old boss. So he left a parting gift on his face. And he was not appreciative. So since then, he's kind of been blacklisted, and he's returned to the city in hopes of trying to find his mother. However, search thus far has been unproductive. But he was told that she's safe and being put in the care of the Sanctum Illuminatus. After beating his old boss in a fight, having the fight be interrupted by a large dragonborn man named Lord Dracus, the head of the militant part of the order. The party was kind of left with questions of what to do. And then we had to end early because Josh ate way too much cheese like a dumbass.
I'm sorry, man.
Anyway.
Imagine having to end a D&D session because of cheese.
Yeah. This is why someone has a fear of cheese. I'm not going to say who.
By cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheese is scary, man.
Cheese is scary. It does weird things to the bowels.
It does. It explodes.
God.
Yeah.
Is this the reason why Akar fears cheese? He's lactose intolerant.
Is Akar just lactose intolerant?
Okay, on one hand, that's up to you. On the other hand, your con rolls are just shitty enough that would make sense.
Yeah, it's literally a thing of like, it was
your
one
con score
time.
isn't even bad.
No.
Your con score isn't bad at all. It's actually pretty good.
It's just your rolls.
No, it's actually better than average. It's good. It's just...
You roll like 1, 2, or 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What?
What did you roll?
Just 9. So I mean, it's better than usual.
Better than normal.
That would be a 12 total for a car, but it's still under a 10.
But the thing is, that roll was better because it doesn't matter for this roll. Like, this roll doesn't matter. But you're going to go do something where it actually matters and roll like a 1.
But as soon as it starts mattering, I'm going to roll an at 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Sanity and con are the worst. They hate me.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay,
so,
we're here.
I believe one of you wanted to send a message to someone else in order to try to secure a meeting to get some better stuff.
Yeah.
And that would have been a car played by Connor here. And Hanarth, what would you have been doing during the whole thing? Because it was 1v1 during the whole fight. And so you guys were just kind of standing there watching. So what would you like to have Hanarth doing right now?
My dude is it's been a long couple days of travel. He's going to sit down on the ground, crisscross applesauce, and he has a granola bar and he's eating it.
I have no idea where the fuck you got granola from. It does not exist in this world, but okay.
The
You
equivalent.
have willed a granola bar into existence and are now eating it. Granola does exist in the world, and it's realistic. You could have a granola bar within the rations you guys purchased for your last leave, so it's fine. I'm mostly just fucking with you. So cool.
He's just relaxed until they figure out what we're doing, because he doesn't know anybody here.
A car! It's over to you now. Would you like to go ahead and read out that message? And read it how a car wants the target to hear it.
Mm-hmm. So, target, Andrew Brightwood. An old, not exactly dear friend of Carr's, but someone he met for a little while. Traveled
Carr
with for a
was
short
racist
time.
towards him.
Yes, he was.
Repeatedly.
He will not be as much now, hopefully. We will see what happens. But he cast sending to this bitch. We are in town. Want to meet with you. Where can we find you? Might need gear. We can pay.
Okay. And so there is a noticeable gap between the message.
Sorry, I was counting in my head for a second.
No. You're good. Like, there's just a gap between when you send... Oh, okay.
All I'm going to add to that is already met Thoden.
Okay. And so in between that, there's a long gap between when Ender responds. And when you sent the message. So you hear who is we? Depends on what you need. How did you get in? And then there's another pause. As Ander tries to think, as am I, because I do not remember what the fuck did I name this shit? I have too many resources. I've got to look through them. One sec. Sorry, guys.
Nah, take your time.
You're good.
Stole the fucking map. I know it's not the right fucking... I don't care. It's fucking... Go to Crown's Head Adventurers Guild. And that is all you hear. Excuse me.
He will not cast sending again to answer any of those questions that he asked. He thinks it's better to explain in person, where they don't have a word limit.
Honestly, not a bad idea. Pretty smart thing to do here.
And he'll turn to Monarth, Wolfgang.
He wants us to meet at a Crown's Head Adventurers Guild. Would you happen to know where that is, Wolfgang?
May I roll to see if
Go ahead and roll a history check with advantage. Because while you've been gone about a year, This is more so to remember where it was last.
Okay. Not the best. It's 14.
14 is enough.
Okay.
So I believe I said it was Crown's hand or head?
Head.
Head.
Crown's head? Okay. Crown's head is the most renowned Adventurers Guild in this part of town. They usually get contacts directly from the Crown itself. And so they're by far the wealthiest of the different Adventurers Guilds that are kind of competing in here. You would know about where they are, but you more so know that once you get to the street you think it's on, you'll be able to recognize it more so by its distinct features.
Okay.
Less so its exact address, but like you know about where, and once you see it, you're gonna know it.
That vibes. Okay.
And that's kind of what you know is that it's famous. It gets its pick of who goes in. It gets contracts from the Crown. Money.
Okay. And he'll share that with the others. You know, I know about where it is. I'll know it when I see it. It's pretty distinct. And then he would, when they're ready, start showing the way there.
All right. And so you all began to walk, and you guys are currently in the northwestern part of town. One of the more poor districts. That is where Wolfgang grew up. You had just been to his parents' house, and it was unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of you still alive and not under arrest, you at least have that going for you. And so you kind of make your way back down and kind of make your way down through this road. You walk again past the Church of the Sanctum with a fairly large graveyard around it, and the guards are all still kind of standing guard, but it does look like some of them have left. As you continue to make your way down this road alongside the lake, you eventually reach back towards one of the two main roads of St. Morgan. And then you turn and continue to walk, and you start emerging into the more high wealth districts that kind of surround the castle a little bit. And you reach this like slight offshoot on the road that leads to some of the wealthiest housing in the city that kind of sits just directly underneath the castle, which you guys can now tell is just completely destroyed. Like, it's burnt out. There are several holes in the walls of the castle. And the castle, which was once a light gray and blue, is now charred black, with several of its larger towers having collapsed entirely. And it is at this little offshoot towards the very wealthy parts of town that, Wolfgang, you see it. It has a sign that kind of is hanging down in front of the door. It has a very faded crown and little bits of dried blood that have been caked on there. And so you have reached it. There are many guards standing all around.
Mm-hmm.
And they all seem to be standard city guards. None of them are sanctum. And they're all just kind of standing around the door, just kind of watching people go past, chatting amongst themselves. They all have a very... They're all... They make eye contact sparingly with each other, and their gazes are somewhere else.
Okay. Well, he would kind of look to the others. This is the place, and he'd start to approach.
Alright. Where the fuck did I put the dice? I put the dice there. They're going to roll a perception check to see how long it takes them to notice you,
Mhm.
or if they even notice you at all. They're too zooped up in their stories. They're not going to notice. They are the few closest to the door. Their eyes are just kind of working on muscle memory. They kind of gaze the crowd, but they don't really focus on too much. The threat is gone. They don't really feel the need to be as hyped up as they might have been. I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Okay. All right. So after approaching and noticing they don't, he kind of get within good few feet, safe distance of some of them, and say, excuse me.
One of them, as soon as you start to speak, kind of snaps out of this little bit of a haze they're in and just kind of elbows the other. And then they both kind of turn to look at this group of strangers that is collected in front of them. Hi, unfortunately, the Crown's Head is no longer open to adventurers right now. It's being used for official business.
Yeah.
We were told to meet Andrew Brightwood here.
They both kind of look at you. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Okay.
Ah, that's a cool roll. What is my persuasion? My persuasion's good too. Fuck yeah. What is the number? 27.
27?
27.
Okay. With the 27, they both kind of look at you and go, all right, go in and ask. Name?
Akari Lion is mine. That's the name he would know out of us.
Okay.
And then
And oh.
Wolfgang Harlequin.
huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just one moment, please, sir. And then they're both gonna kind of open the door, pretty slowly head in, just kind of watching you, as if kind of expecting you to like run in, whipping out the hammer, not knocking down the doors and start going on a killing spree.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. No,
Woo! Go ahead and roll initiative.
no joke.
You know what? No, go ahead and roll an attack on the door as it closes, and as a surprise round.
Surprise round? Yeah, no, I do
No.
that, but that
Okay.
would be incredibly funny.
That would be very funny, and you would probably all die.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What a way! What a way to go out.
Odds are better than I'm thinking. All right, cool. So go ahead. And so you go in. No, you don't go in. You wait. Sorry.
Wait. Yep.
So after probably 25 minutes of waiting, door opens up. Two guards step back out. There are a few times in which other people open the door, go in, or other people come out and go do something, but they don't come back for that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that happens, and upon their return, they walk out, and they have a very nervous look on their face. Mr. Harlequin, Enterprise would request to speak to a car line alone.
That's fine.
Bless you.
Allergy, sorry.
Can paladins get allergies?
I guess they can.
Huh,
Yeah, I know.
interesting.
Interesting. Oh my god.
All right, right this way, sir. And then kind of gestures for a car to go in.
I'll just kind of glance at Honor Wolfgang. Go in.
All right, well, you get let into this building that is very busy. And there are people moving all throughout the halls, moving back and forth in rapid pace. They're all wearing some form of military uniform. Some are armor, some just wear dress uniforms, and some hold like documents. Others hold weapons, boxes, just lots of stuff's being carried. This place probably once had a lot more stuff on all of its walls detailing the glory of its people that had like done stuff in here. But as you're kind of led through this frontal hallway, it's all been taken off, and basically all the things along the walls have been moved somewhere else. And they didn't bother dusting either, so there's just visible dust spots, especially with your whack passive. And so as you walk through, the halls have been widened as much as they can. It's still cramped. And these two kind of lead you down the hall, up some stairs, and then kind of down a parallel hall on the second floor to the end of a hallway in which there are two large double doors, and there are two people standing at the door. One of which, go ahead and roll me a history check to see if you recognize.
That's a natural one, so.
Natural one? No. So you get a strange look from a woman. Glowing eyes, curly hair, dark skin. And she kind of tilts her head at you as you're led open to the door. And before she can say anything, a very large man with even darker skin, bald head, same kind of glowing eyes, just kind of looks at you and says, I'm afraid you're going to have to hand over the weapon. It's a matter of security.
Real life may need to look at things.
I am looking for that exact thing. Because I'm not quite so sure the sword's going to likey.
I need to see what I need to roll for that, because I know I need to roll a thing.
I think it might fortunately be wisdom, and you should I should probably pin the weapon.
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay.
With a DC 15, it says.
All right. Discord, come on. Please just function properly.
I will do this in Dice Chat.
Please do it in DiceBot.
What is that? It is that. Okay. Is this a save? Yes, it's a save.
Yes, it is a saving throw, which I hope you have proficiency in as a cleric.
22.
22? Hey, that's good. So you feel this weird kind of you feel your hand grow cold as you hand over the weapon. And you feel this flash of anxiety almost as you hand it over. As you think of everything that could possibly go wrong as you're doing so. Anything that could go wrong when you're unarmed. But then as soon as the blade leaves your hand, it all goes away. and you're fine once more. So you are then so then the doors are opened, and sitting at a table is someone who, while familiar, does look different to how you remember them. They have bags under their eyes. They wear a new, shiny set of armor. Their hair is grown substantially longer, although it does seem to be tied behind his head in a ponytail in order to keep it out of his face. And he has 2 new scars that are visible on his face. One kind of on his left temple. The other one is just kind of a slash mark on one of his eyes and on his cheek. Seems almost as if he got clawed by something with clawed hands. And he looks up and looks at you. And a small smile kind of comes on his face. And he kind of sits back and stops writing in the piece of paper he was writing. I apologize for the wait, and I apologize for the security, but things are, well, you're here, so you know, bad.
Can tell.
Heard you met Thoden.
We did. Though that was after we were let in.
Good to know. Doesn't change the fact that he still didn't tell me. But I'll talk with him about that later. Have you found a place to stay?
Yes, we do.
Good. How long have you been in the city with your friends?
This is the second day they were there, so they arrived the night before, correct?
Correct.
We've only been here for the day, really. We arrived last night.
I'll explain it. I'm not going to get the new information from all the different all the different safe houses until the end of the week. So that would be why I didn't know. All right, so gotta ask, Wolfgang Harlequin.
Yes.
Who else is
And
with you?
our other companion is Honor Blood.
Honor Blood, like the clan of orcs from Northpoint?
Yes. I believe so.
Small world.
It's just the 3 of us.
All right. Well, let's get down to business first. You said you wanted something.
We were, hopefully looking for some gear of some sort, but that's only if you were capable of providing, if not. Understandable with the way things are, but we could pay.
The Crown's vaults have lots of gold, and it's been a while. We've been able to gain access to them again, even after the castle. Well, we're not in there for a reason. Gold is not the concern. It's more so the surrounding infrastructure. We don't have the ability to use that gold for much. So, honestly,
I'm sure there were other things we could offer as well, if necessary.
well, we'll see if it comes to that, and it entirely depends on what you ask. So some more specific than just gear. Like, I'm sure I could convince the armories to give you some swords if you need them, but I don't think that's what you're looking for.
I will be honest. I'm not so sure what my companions are looking for. I know armor is something that was mentioned.
Guessing looking for something magic.
Most likely.
Fortunately, the only people that are going to have that kind of stuff are inaccessible to you based on the company you keep. The Sanctum basically has a monopoly on magic shit. And if we have it, we need it. I also should let you know, and he's going to kind of pull out a dagger and set it on the table. Go ahead and roll me a quick history check.
20 on that.
20. You've seen. Okay, the best way in which you would have seen them is in the alleyway when Wolfgang's old boss and his two goons kind of walked up. They both had daggers like this on their head. I am technically a member of the Sanctum.
I see.
I could tell you the story, but it's long, convoluted, and bullshit. And it was a way to keep the peace between the royal family and the Sanctum after got here with Volga. But if I can help you, I will. I'm not exactly pleased with how they've been operating things as of late.
Just from the little that we have seen, I don't blame you.
So you're looking for armor, advanced magic gear. Fortunately, that's kind of the thing that, well, money is great and good and everything, not something we're lacking. Right now, we're lacking stability. I'm gonna ask you a question. Can I trust you, and can I trust your two allies out there? Because I'm willing to tell you some information, but I need to know that it's going to stay quiet.
I kind of look back at the door. Well, considering I trust them with my life, and I trust them, and don't worry, I won't be saying anything that doesn't need to leave here.
He's gonna pause. The royal family's missing. All of it. After the attack, they were supposed to go to a safe house, of which we never received word they arrived. And we suspect that something might have happened on the way there. But when we sent people to the safe house, they confirmed that they never arrived, so we believe that something happened on the way there. Originally, we suspected that the North had captured them. But it's kind of hard to find out now, since... Which way did you come into the city from?
Real life me. What?
North.
We came from the north.
So then you saw the massive dead army of Bavarians in their camp.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Then I don't need to hide that from you. You already know. And no sight of them at all has turned up. And that is the first priority, is to find them. Having a royal family member alive confirmed. Just give some bullshit speech. That would do a lot to improve morale around here. Second thing is we're having a bit of a plague problem, which is something new.
We heard word of it.
Yeah. Well, it's not great. So far, we are fortunate that it's not spreading as much as it is, but we're not quite sure how long it's going to stay. And so far, if you get infected, it's bad. Vomiting blood, boils, low survival rating, and when they die, they don't tend to stay dead. Which, problem.
That would be. I can imagine so.
Third thing is the massive damage all around you, but that's kind of apparent.
Quite so.
Fourth is probably the fact that while that Iverian army got destroyed, there is nothing stopping them from bringing a second. And frankly, with the losses we're taking by disease, desertion, if the Sanctum decides not to join us in the fight again, we will get overrun in a matter of hours. If you know any way at all that you could help with any of those, that would be greatly appreciated. I have some starts to ideas, but besides Stone, I really lacked the men at my disposal to throw at these problems. But if you're willing to help...
Do have a question.
Okay.
Some time back, a mutual friend of ours and some other people had traveled through here. And in a notebook, there was a mention of necromancer. Is that still a problem as well?
Oh, I completely forgot about the fucking necromancer. Okay, so... we don't know. It could be the necromancer somewhere in the city bringing back the dead. Causing them to attack people. And they're just using the plague as a way to get more bodies.
Do you think it could also be a possibility that the plague is caused by said necromancer, if they're still around?
It could be, but necromancers don't usually work with plague itself. They more so just work with the already dead. But it is possible, yes.
Well,
there is other rumors going around, but they're unsubstantiated and more so a myth than anything else.
there can always be some truth in myths.
Well, that myth is that there is a vampire on the island out in the bay that is coming across every night and biting people, spreading the plague.
definitely a strange one.
Yeah. And while there is, in fact, an island out on the bay, and there is an old house there, I would hope that the Sanctum would be at least competent enough to deal with such a thing.
Well,
They
I
weren't
can see
always as passive as they've been in the past months. Your friend, Wolfgang, can testify to that.
I can say that if you need us, we're more than willing to help myself and my companions. Though I'm afraid I personally don't really have any ideas, but they might.
Okay. If you're able to help, then I might be able to find a way to get you something. I can't guarantee it's going to be the best stuff in the world. And I would like to have a meeting with all of your compatriots soon in order to get a better idea as to what I should be looking for.
Well, the two of them are waiting outside.
There's something I wanted to ask you first alone. Have you heard from Diero at all?
I'm sorry. I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but he's not with us anymore.
I'm sad to hear it, but I'm not surprised.
It was some time back. Do you remember when we met in the woods, as myself and Thoban were still heading back to, Relion?
Yes.
It was not
it was
long
on the
after
road.
that.
I owed that goblin my life. That's sad to hear. Now, how it happened?
I do.
Was it a bad death?
He fought bravely. Killed a couple of the foes. The rest escaped with their lives after he lost his.
Understood. Things just seem to keep getting worse, don't they?
They have been for quite a while, and I think they're only going to continue.
Thank you, Kai.
It's my turn to ask something.
Of course.
Obviously, you're more than what you were back then. I left her, Naoma.
I heard a while back that half of her essence had been destroyed, and he kind of fumbles with a necklace he's wearing. Lady Lane was not very pleased by the decision, which I can assume which half was destroyed. I think it's probably for the best that you're out.
If there's anything I wish, I want to fix this mistake.
That level of magic is a lot.
I've realized.
I will keep that in mind. I might have something for you upon the second meeting in which we discuss with your entire group of what we're going to do here. I personally can't help you. I've never been much for the arcane. I just good with the sword. But being in charge of the civil processes of a city gives you contact with certain people, and there might be a mage powerful enough to undo that might be able to be trusted. Might. Unfortunately, I was not expecting to have a meeting right now, and I am likely going to be running late. And then he's going to call someone named Cassius in, and another half-elven man is going to kind of walk in, shorter than Ander, kind of skinny build, mace on his hip along his plate armor, and he kind of walks in and stands at attention. And Ander kind of writes something down on a piece of paper. Question: does Ander know that you can't read? I don't remember if that ever got brought up, because
The only time that it really got brought up while Ander was there was when we were in the middle of saving Ander in the
Correct.
original shit.
So I don't think
he would.
And so, and she's gonna kind of fold the paper up and then kind of write something down quickly on it, and then fold it and then hand it to Cassius. And then he says, "Take that to the general." And Cassius goes and starts running off.
He just kind of watches, looks back. What was that about?
That is frankly an apology for me being late. But it was good to see you again, Akar.
As it was to see you as well.
And
When would you want to meet with the others?
frankly, I'm not sure yet. Whenever you're available, send me a message. I will let you know. Unfortunately, the next several hours are going to be very long. I hope you have a more amusing time than I do.
We will see each other again soon.
All right. Good luck.
And you as well.
Nando's gonna stand up. And then he's gonna kind of start walking over to the door. Door's open.
I'll walk with him.
And the two people that were standing outside the door, neither of them are holding vengeance will be mine. Aid is currently sitting in a stand kind of next to the door. Both people that were standing outside the door when you arrived, of note, are wearing a darker set of plate than Ander and have like reddish purple kind of robes underneath. And they also have the same Sanctum dagger on their hip. And as Ander begins to walk down the hall, they kind of flank him. And the woman of the two, before sleep, says, "There is your weapon. Go ahead and take it as your..."
Not a thank you, and take it, sheathing it.
Good luck, Akai.
Just nod.
And then she walks off.
And he'll head back towards the entrance.
Okay. So you emerge, and there are your comrades in arms, bored out of their mind after
Hey,
a
Josh,
decently long wait.
are we playing rock, paper, scissors?
For what?
No, are they playing rock, paper, scissors just to play rock, paper, scissors?
Sure.
Fuck yeah!
Sure.
Hey,
All right.
Brant,
Yeah, what's up?
I have to ask something stupid. Would a car understand what the fuck rock, paper, scissors is?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
A rock,
Yeah,
paper,
look
scissors
between
is a
them.
universal phenomenon.
Everyone knows.
He's just kind of gonna look between the two of them. I'd ask if this was any time for children's games, but I guess I did take some time.
Yeah. So how'd it go?
Better than I expected,
Good. Good.
although he was busy and he had to run.
Oh,
So we will have to meet with him again, but he said it may be possible to help us get some things in return for helping them.
with what?
He will relay everything.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Oh.
he will not.
Oh.
We should go somewhere a little more private.
All right. That works. And
By the way, Wolfgang, you know this town much better than we do.
when it was still in one piece, but sure. Would Wolfgang know of anywhere quiet where he could go and brood if he needed to? Like a dark... No, not a dark, but like a... But before the place got assaulted, was there anywhere he would know of that he could go to be alone?
Before, yes. After, questionable.
Okay.
Josh has sent you a message.
Yeah. Hold on. Gotta open up the phone, get this. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because we know that. Okay. Smart. See? Brain. I don't have that. You have it currently. You have the single brain cell. He's actually a light bulb above his head. Totally his head alone. No one help. We can go back to my mother's house. No one's there. At least there wasn't anyone there. Should be fine. And he'll then begin to make his way there.
Okay. As you guys are walking, you make your way all the way back. It takes a good bit of time.
Mhm.
Everybody go ahead and roll me a history check.
Mm-hmm.
That is the worst. That is a very worthless nat 20.
Oh, I got 12. But hey, you got nat 20. That's good.
12, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Vesper.
So 22 total.
Eh.
I'm sending it.
Perception check, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm arranging date details for tomorrow.
Wait, is this perception or history?
Perception?
Oh, you
Why
said
did
history.
I think you said history?
No. Totally said history.
Oh, then
Perception's different.
that's a 31.
Oh my god. That it is.
With the nat 20, that's a 31. There you go.
I mean,
26.
it's a 12 or 14 then, if it's perception.
14?
Yeah.
Still don't fucking see it.
Okay.
26.
What about the others?
So the other two, with a 31,
Mhm.
you just barely see it. No. Both of you and Hanarth just happen to turn to look at the same time and see that behind you, probably about 165 feet, kind of moving through the crowd of people, is a hooded figure behind you that is very, very obviously keeping their distance, and then occasionally kind of popping back into the alleyways in order to continue pursuing without being spotted. And Wolfgang,
Mhm.
you are told, and you look back, don't see anything. So you go, what? Vesper.
Sorry.
Okay.
And then you keep walking. Akar and Hanarth, you see him again. Point him out. And Wolfgang, you look back. Not there.
Fuck.
And for the next probably 20 minutes as you walk, looking back, every time you go to get his attention, and you see him a few times and don't go to get Wolfgang's attention, trying to lure him into like this false sense of security. But no, he has like this sixth sense how to avoid getting spotted by Wolfgang specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And so Wolfgang, you never see him,
Okay.
but they say he's there.
Okay.
And you reach the house, and door is still knocked off its hinges.
Okay. Before even going in, going to turn, look at the two of them. So what was this about a person? I have not seen anybody, and I don't know if you're messing with me or what.
We were being followed.
Why would we mess with you about something like this?
I don't know. Maybe because you thought it was funny?
It's
Am I
hilarious.
laughing, Wolfgang?
Because of the fact that you're one of the most hated people in the city.
Correction. Probably the most hated person in the city. At least by a
Regardless.
select group of people.
Regardless, we wouldn't joke about something like that, especially not now.
Alright, then... Oh, I mean, is he still there? Or they still there?
I would prefer we don't speak about things that were said between me and Ander until we know for sure we're alone.
That's what I'm saying. Is he still there?
They don't see him
Okay.
or her or them.
Or them. Or they. Okay. Then what do we do? Do we just go talk now, or?
Vesper?
What?
What the fuck, man?
What?
What was that?
I don't know.
Are you good? What is going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did you eat too much cheese?
Yeah, that was my issue. Is that your? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to be ashamed about it having too much cheese. I wasn't.
Did you eat?
Oh, they don't have headphones on anymore.
Yes. So I am messaging them, asking them if they ate too much
What was
cheese.
that?
No,
No.
headshake. Okay.
Not too much cheese. Gotcha.
Do we want to put it on a break real quick?
I need like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put it on a break. And we're back. Hello.
I want to die.
I know. Me too.
All right, Hanath, go ahead and roll hit to yourself.
No.
That one.
Go ahead and roll me a dice again, and just tell me what it gets flat.
I mean, that'd be a really bad hit, wouldn't it? Like,
Oh, the 2.
All right, so that is a critical failure. Let's find out what the fuck happened.
That was a 2.
Now,
Connor,
because the
like
goal
those
was
days of past
self-harm,
night.
because the goal was self-harm, that means that absolutely no harm at all is going to come to Hana.
Damn it.
Everyone else within a certain radius is suspect to sudden dying.
oh no. Brent, you should just make it random, where it's like at a random moment throughout the rest of this campaign, one person is going to randomly die.
I know how that could work, but it would be very cruel.
Yes, because it's just like we're talking
No.
about favorite
You don't
NPC.
understand the levels of cruelty.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm thinking is fucking Hark just fucking throws his axe, it bounces off and just flies off into the sky. And then Hark tries to call it back and it just doesn't come. And at some random point in time in the campaign,
Oh.
right in the
no.
back of the head, killing them instantly.
Oh my god, that would be incredibly
But no.
funny. But no.
Because that was a joke, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Was it a joke, though?
Do you want me to decide what happens?
No.
Okay, then it was a joke. All right.
Okay.
So, Akari, you wanted to cast a spell
I
to kill
did.
Wolfgang instantly. Total betrayal.
Mhm.
The most betrayal. This was expected. A
We
car
saw
is
this coming.
Listen, if Wolfgang's the Oathbreaker, Akari is the Omega Oathbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really?
That was bad. I apologize to anybody watching the stream.
so
So,
I want to cast locate creature on the dude who'd been following us. Well,
Okay.
on myself, obviously, but just see if I can find the dude who'd been following us.
Okay.
To his 4th level.
Yeah. Okay. So you cast it. And you get this tugging feeling in your gut. And it kind of seems to pull you in a direction. And like you kind of expect it to be like probably you kind of expect him to be just around the corner of the alleyway, just kind of listening into this conversation. And it does kind of feel like you're being pulled towards the alleyway. But also up. So as your eyes kind of go up, standing on the ceiling, sorry, no, on the roof, not on the ceiling. This isn't some fucking Insidious shit. He is standing on the roof like a normal spy. Hooded figure is staring at you. As you stare at him, you have a small penis. That I was said to a guy going past my house in a loud car.
Mhm.
And you look at him. And he looks at you. And you look at him. And he looks at you. And he starts fucking running. Just across the river. Just moving fast. Okay, what you want to do?
Akar is simply going to say, I found him. and he's going to run out and shift to chase him.
Okay.
Now, since we have that information, I think Wolfgang is going to follow as quickly as he can, sprinting if he has to. Which he will. Keep up. Because the car is fast.
Oh, this is not what I signed up for. And he's gonna end hot. It's gonna start running as well.
Okay. Everybody starts running. The car. Spell does end as you shift into wolf form. But you think you know where he's going to be. And so you kind of run around the alleyway and then kind of start running alongside the houses. He can't continue to run along roofs forever. He does eventually have to come down. The streets are wide enough to the point where he's going to have to. Plus, there's a giant fucking cemetery nearby. He can't exactly jump across that. Or can he? No, he can't. Undercar. As you reach the kind of road where he would eventually have to jump off, go ahead and make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Mental math. You can do it.
24, 13 on the die.
Believe it or not, you lost him. And so you get there, and you think, I must have fucking outrun that guy. And you wait, and you are staring up at that roof, waiting for him to jump down. You don't hear any sort of sounds of running footsteps on the thing. And you're kind of waiting. But you never see him. And as you wait for a solid 30 seconds, your wolf friend kind of goes, wait a fucking second. He was moving pretty fast. He should definitely have been here by now. Where the fuck is this guy? And you have no idea where he is. So what do you want to do?
Not much I myself can do even once I get there, because anything with like locating for mine, I would have had to see him, and I did not. So
Correct, you did not.
I'm kind of useless in this.
I'm just an angry boy with an axe. I can't do much.
I mean, your past was pretty fucking good. And he cannot surprise you if he were to say, do what he's about to do and run up and stab you in the back. No, that doesn't happen.
I was going to say, I have the alert feed. I can't be surprised.
Correct. Correct. You cannot be surprised. You can't be stabbed and then just turn back. I was expecting that, you son of a bitch.
Hey,
And they're going to be like, what?
I was expecting that, you son of a bitch. What? Don't worry about it. Good. So a car's ahead of us right now?
A little bit, but he does kind of stop, and so you are kind of able to catch up, and he's just kind of staring as a wolf right now.
How high are the buildings right now? Are we by any? Should I ask?
25, 30 feet tall.
25, 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
Hey, Wolfgang, you got a good strength score, right?
What are you thinking?
Fucking launch me on the roof.
I
No.
You realize you guys are like the exact same size, and Onarth probably weighs more than Wolfgang.
No, because Wolfgang is wearing plate.
I meant casually, not with the plate.
I mean, yeah, but launching
Probably.
someone like that, even with a 20 in strength, is like that'd be difficult.
All right, fine.
You'd have more luck launching a car. Don't
Yeah.
launch a car.
You're gonna launch the
I
car.
think you should launch the car.
Yay!
You're in armor now, though.
He is in armor now. He is still tiny as fuck. But please don't launch the small boy. You will get bit later, and I promise you, you will.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
All right, on Earth would like to climb up. Would like to climb the building. Get a better vantage point.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check as a formality. Just to make sure you don't do something fucking weird.
$30.
Yeah, you climb it, and what is your normal movement speed?
40.
40? It takes you about 12 seconds to do so, but you just kind of like grab onto a windowsill and then just kind of drag yourself up and then grab onto something else and just start pulling yourself up things. And also of note, this is pretty close to the Sanctum Church. And you're almost all the way up on the roof by the time a bunch of the Sanctum members kind of notice. And this is really weird, and so they all just kind of start kind of wandering over. And Wolfgang, one of them kind of like walks up right next to you, just staring, just goes, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Getting a better view, it looks like.
Of what?
Someone was following us, and they disappeared. Someone was kind of tailing us.
And why would they want to tell you?
Hi.
Oh. Steps away slowly.
He's gonna hold out his hand. Wolfgang.
Stops. Reginald.
Nice to meet you, Reginald. Doing a good job out here.
Car's gonna walk over
Thank you, sir.
and then shift back.
I didn't even process the fact that there's a giant wolf in that town, and I thought that was normal. What the fuck is going on?
Just don't question it, Reginald.
Okay.
All right. Doing great.
And then Reginald's gonna start walking back towards the rest of his comrades.
Have a nice day, Reginald. That man's going places. He's
So,
going-
Honor, you are up on the roof. Go ahead and roll a perception with
We're also
disadvantage.
muted.
I'm going to look for this little bitch. You said disadvantage?
Yep.
Unnatural 20.
Yep, he's not there. There is nobody on these roofs except for you. You are alone on the roof. You do not hear sounds of movement or see anyone. And now you feel a little weird because you're standing on someone's roof.
Do I feel weird, though?
Do you?
I don't know.
This is
kind of
normal.
Yeah, this is normal.
Well, you were standing on someone's roof. Go ahead and make me a deck saving throw. Because the roof just failed.
Okay.
Oh.
And now you are no longer on top of the roof.
23.
You land fine. Akar and Wolfgang, would you say you're watching Honor?
Yeah.
Fucking
Cars,
sits there.
absolutely not.
Okay. Well, then Wolfgang, you see this.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of saying there, hands on his axe, just looking. And then whoosh.
Definitely gonna kind of get a car's attention. Just fell through the roof.
I'm not going after him.
He can get out on his own, I think.
Honor,
Yeah.
you fell through the roof, through the attic, and are now sitting on what you suspect is someone's second floor home. You are currently in a bedroom. It is very dusty in there. Windows very, very dirty. Hasn't been cleaned in, I don't know, 2 months. And dust is everywhere.
If it's something, if it's not falling through a building, it's the dust that'll kill me. He said there's a window.
There is
Does
a
it lead
window
out?
and there is also a door. Yes,
Does
the
it
window does lead out.
I'm jumping through the window. Fuck this door.
Go ahead and roll an attack. Improvised attack
I'm diving through it.
against the window. Yes, the improvised attack is being made with your face.
I just had a thought.
What?
It seems
What?
like an empty home, unoccupied for a couple months, and we've been looking for a better place to stay. And it's
Have to
right next
bust
to the
out.
sanctum, just in case we need easy access.
You're not really close to the sanctum.
Oh, you said it was
Oh,
like
well,
right there.
You're by a small church.
By a small church. Yeah, we're by a sanctum church.
Not the big church.
Not the big
18.
church.
You're like just across the way from your mother's house.
Yeah.
18.
It is 18.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me let's say a D6 plus strength mod.
$10.
Okay. And so as you're sitting there having this discussion, window breaks and Honor just goes out face first out of a second-story window.
He will attempt to land on his feet, doing a flip and then landing on feet.
Go ahead and roll me another dex save. Because doors are not okay, apparently.
Fuck this door. 16.
You land fine.
Yeah.
Car's just gonna look at Wolfgang. You didn't come with your hammer at any point, did you?
No. Maybe I
Are you
should.
sure?
How'd the glass taste? Dusty. Yeah.
The bag.
Oh my god.
The bag was great.
Dusty. It tastes dusty.
You didn't,
Delectable.
I don't hear any screaming, so I assume there was no one up there at least.
No. No, there was nobody up there.
And considering the fact you immediately jumped out a window, you didn't check the rest of the place.
No. I wanted to get back down here. I mean,
You could have just
it's
walked
abandoned.
through like a normal person.
nah, fuck doors. I don't care. But it is empty though. So it might be a nice spot to talk.
May Wolfgang go up and attempt to open the front door to see if it was even unlocked.
There actually isn't a door
No door.
alongside this side,
Okay.
but you could walk around and go to where there might be a door.
Would like to do so. Because he's not going to climb through that window if that is the route they go
Alright.
with.
You go ahead and then you walk around, and there is in fact two doors. There is one to the top floor, one to the second.
Ah.
Which do you want to knock on?
No, the second floor is empty. Gonna go try the second floor first.
Okay. Well, it does seem that whoever left this house in a hurry did have time to lock the door.
Hmm.
However, they have not since returned. At least based on what Hanath said, you haven't seen them return.
Well, I picked something up while I was out. You know what? Just in case, since between the time Anna busted the window and now, someone entered. He's gonna knock on the door. Just in case.
There is no answer.
Okay. Well, then he's going to go to crime next. He is going to come to... And also, he will have announced to the others that he was going to go check the door. Gonna attempt to open the door with his thieves' tools he picked up while he was out.
That's going to be a dex check. Are you proficient with these tools?
I believe I am, but let me double check. Oh, I would put it on this.
Urban Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Urban Bounty
thinking.
Hunter. Maybe might be proficient.
I'm almost positive he is from that, but I forgot to write that down. So if I am, so let me just double check. That
I'm
might
checking.
Yeah. Tool proficiencies: choose 2 from among one type of gaming set, 1 musical instrument, and thieves' tools.
Hey, you are. So then roll a dex check with proficiency.
Oh, drop the page. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so I don't ever. So it's plus 24.
24?
Yep, 24. 14.
So have you heard of the Master Lock controversy?
Yeah.
And so you take out the 2 pieces of a thieves' tool, and you kind of move the thing out of the way, and then you kind of stick the actual pick in, and you just feel it go all the way through, as if it were using a Master Lock product.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of sink it in, and the door kind of slowly starts to go open, and you just go.
Gonna kind of peek, make sure there's no one inside. Seeing the hole in the ceiling.
There are 1,000 now angry gremlins staring at you with razor sharp teeth.
Shut and lock. It's not gonna do much, but shut and lock. No.
The walls will not hold them.
The walls just burst.
The walls explode outward in violent force, and 1,000 gremlins swarm upon you. And before you can react, they deal 1 more billion
God.
damage, killing you instantly, and you become the smash hit of the summer Morbius.
I still have
They're
not
making
seen
a- they're-
Morbius, but I don't want to.
They're making a Morbius 2.
Not fucking yet, they aren't.
The memes have gone too far.
The memes got them to re-release, in which guess how much money they made in over 1,000 theaters.
Like none, right?
$85,000.
Jesus. Okay. Okay.
That is about $85 per theater.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 6 tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Morbius.
1 billion damage. No.
That is the
Door
vampire.
and Dusty House.
Okay.
I actually take half because he's raging.
You're not taking the damage.
It is me
Oh, wow.
alone.
Still, you die instantly. The whole world dies because 1 more billion is just too much damage.
Mhm.
Terra
One
herself
more.
is killed.
More billion.
God damn it.
More.
I'm
It's a
done.
Morbin time.
I'm done. I'm out.
Shut. We're done. No more Morbius memes.
It's a Morbin time.
Morbius.
We already conned fucking Sony into re-releasing the film through sheer Twitter shitpost.
Mhm. This is the power of Twitter. Twitter shitpost. Oh God.
there we go.
So it is
We have the power.
empty.
Door opens. That shit empty.
Okay.
Yeet.
All right. I'm gonna go back down the stairs, and to them, upstairs, unlocked. Go up there if you want. I'm gonna check downstairs because if we get this whole little section to ourselves, that'd be great. Gotta put away the thieves' tools. And then he's gonna go and knock first on
Odds or evens?
evens.
Okay.
Oh look at me! I'm Wolfgang. I have thieves' tools, and I'm gonna go check, and I'm gonna go view through a door.
Yeah, of course.
You knock and there's no answer.
Is there like a window on the like the side of the building or on this front here?
Yes, there are 2 windows.
Okay.
However, when you go to peek in, they seem to have been blocked up.
Ah. Okay. Un momento.
Un momento.
Just want to check something.
What are you going to check?
Well, I have some spells, and I want to see if I have any that might help before I just unlock the door, in case there is someone in here, because I would very much like to not cause trouble if possible. Especially because they're probably on high alert after somebody through the ceiling. Or through
And then
the,
proceed to jump through their window.
yeah. That'd be a little alarming, so that might be why they're not answering. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. Doesn't look like I have anything that I could really do anything with here. So we are just going to try to open the door with the crystals. Well, first we're going to check, is it locked?
Good question.
Yeah.
You try, and it is locked.
Oh, we're going to use 19.
19?
Yeah.
You are able to deal with the lock on the door itself very quickly. Not as quickly.
Okay.
But you've now dealt with that.
Okay.
Now.
All right, so that, and then he'll try to open it. Slowly. Slowly.
So you grab the handle, and then you turn it. And it turns all the way.
Uh-huh.
And then you kind of like try to push it open. And it doesn't work.
Okay. Okay.
Something now seems to be blocking the door.
Let me ask a question. Giving a little bit of a push, does it feel like there's something leaning up against it, or is it like not at all?
There is very, 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 very little.
Okay.
But it does appear like something is blocking the door physically.
Okay, gotcha. Because that's gotcha.
But there is very, very slight, probably about 1 to 2 millimeters.
Could I perhaps see through that? See?
No.
No. Okay, didn't think so. Well, you know what?
That is not enough for that.
We're gonna leave it and just go to the others, which are. Did they go upstairs? They stay down the street? What's
Oh wait, no, I got this. Okay.
Oh
Rand,
no.
he is Hadarth is standing right behind Wolfgang at this point. Is it locked?
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
I just unlocked.
But there's something in front of it.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Boom!
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
I'm feeling chaotic today, if you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
I
I can tell. Mm-hmm.
You said, okay, an attack. Cool. Unarmed strike or improvised?
Unarmed strike.
Cool. It's an 18.
It's a fucking door. What do you think?
Rolling to punt the door.
No, it misses. The door fucking moves, shifting several feet. Then you kick, breaking your ankle. Your movement speed is now half.
Yeah.
9.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Door's still fucking standing.
Bastard, fucking bastard. Door. Boom!
Rolled it again.
I'm gonna kind of walk over to a car. Where is a car just standing there as well?
What is the car doing?
Yeah, what is a car doing?
He's
Another
just watching
18.
this, rubbing his temple. Like, why the fuck am I with this person?
Another
What is
18.
wrong with you
Pop.
two?
Misses.
8 damage.
Door still stands.
I swear to mother god. Piece of shit! He's angry now.
Okay. If there's someone in there, you're probably scaring the shit out of them. You know that, right? I'd prefer
too
you
angry.
didn't.
Too angry to care.
Okay.
Is recklessly attacking the store. Okay, thank God. We rolled around. God. Hold on. Where's my phone?
Oh,
This is just
no.
hilarious. Shut up, you. Are they all?
We're not getting fucking copyright struck by poor man poison.
No, it's okay. It was like 2 seconds. You know what is ridiculous, though? The fucking copyright strikes on the music I goddamn mixed together, motherfucker. That's upsetting.
It's okay.
But I can't prove it. I can't prove that they
This
took
is
it.
like the funniest.
Can't.
This is the funniest roll I've had like in a while. Sending a fix. What do you want from me?
Send a pics.
I am sending the pics. So I'm recklessly attacking, I would like to mention. Because he's
Yeah,
very
you are.
angry that the store is not opening. Citizen, thank you. Thank you, stupid Wi-Fi. There it goes.
Okay.
I can't see. What is it?
It's a
1 and
fucking
20.
1 and a 20.
Okay.
All right, you have hit the door. Impressive. Congratulations. Good job.
And I'm raging, so lots of damage.
Yeah.
The store doesn't open after this. I'm gonna be upset. See, 9 times.
Oh,
One
fuck, you're using all your shit, huh?
No, I'm timesing it by like what I get just base. So 1 because it's just a normal crit. 2 because I'm a 2, 3, 4 because I'm raging. 36 bludgeoning.
Yeah. Yeah, door is kicked off of its hinges on the 3rd strike. Knocking clear the single wooden board that had been placed behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Door flies down and is revealed a much cleaner home that, Wolfgang, you could identify as looking very, very, very similar to the 2nd floor. It does appear to be a townhouse type situation.
Okay.
So, you don't see anyone inside in this main room that kind of comprises of a living room, kitchen, and dining room. But there is kind of a hallway off to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And a much smaller one to the right. Do you wish to enter this abode of which door has just been very, very brutally kicked off the hinges?
I don't know. Does not enter?
Yes.
Okay, Hanarth, you enter the abode, and even in a rage, you do notice that air cleared here. I can breathe here.
He's going to drop his rage.
Okay. And so where do you want to go?
He's just going to walk into the room, pick up the door,
You are in. Okay.
invite his friends in.
Okay.
Oh, come on in. It's empty.
Is there anyone in? It's empty. Are you sure?
Isn't it? Hold on. What? Give me a second. I have roommate issues.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anyone in the room?
Again, not in the main room, but there is a hallway. There are two hallways. One that is much smaller, and one that goes off. There is a much smaller one to the right, and then a larger one off to the left.
I'm going to assume somebody's in here. And not in this room, but there might be some people in these hallways.
Then maybe
We should go.
leave them be. I wasn't gonna batter down the door, to be fair. I was just seeing if it was, open, then was gonna leave. Especially if we were gonna be staying up there.
Hannes is going to walk out of said room.
Mhm.
He's going to put the door back to the best of his ability. Say, what? Do either of you have magic to fix this?
Breaking and entering. Oh shit, I broke it. Maybe we should go.
Maybe I do, but I'm not helping you with this.
Not even for money?
I don't want your money. I have a whole entire party fund in my pocket.
Yes, but it's yes, but it's the party's money,
Gonna look at a car.
not your money.
Wolfgang's gonna look at a car. Do it for me, come on. I'm trying to stay under the radar here, and this is very much not under the radar.
I wonder why it's not. Looks at Onarth.
So if you can fix it, please do so.
I solemnly swear I will be on my best behavior if you fix it.
I believe that entirely.
Wolfgang is going to take a pouch, about 100 gold, gonna set it on the nearest counter, and is going to walk out the home. Just, here's a little bit of money. Bye.
Wolfgang, go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Can do. 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, is bad.
I have no more to add.
Okay.
You walk out,
Mhm.
and Hana kind of starts kind of placing the door. Okay. What magic are you going to use to fix this?
Trying to see a thing.
I do not.
Obviously, I'm just going to banish the door.
Brilliant. And the mimic door does, in fact, disappear to its home plane of existence. Good job.
Hey. Thinking about it, hold on. If there's no one home, we can just pretend that someone else kicked it down and we're fixing it. We could just be like, oh, nails. Ah, my thumb. God damn it, using the warhammers thing.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Chaotic D&D, I love it.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I was looking through everything I've got. I got no equipment or tools or anything to fix it. No magic myself, so hopefully you got something, Car. I
Mhm.
thought you did. when you said
Mhm.
maybe you do. That you say
That
like
was a
you have-
car saying maybe he does.
Mhm.
This is Connor trying to find a thing and failing miserably.
We actually don't have anything to fix this.
I
Could just
thought-
leave the door there.
they go to open it. Just... Remember when we were gonna go talk about things and then we got sidetracked with this place?
This
Yeah.
wasn't me. It was not my fault that you got sidetracked by kicking down a door.
All right, when is the last time I'm like actually chaotic?
Not gonna answer. Okay. All right. So, no. Okay. So then, a car. What's a car doing? Just kind of standing in front of the- Let me
You
think
see-
about this.
If he had mending as a cantrip, it'd be great, but he doesn't.
Mhm.
It is definitely not one of the cantrips that was chosen for a car.
And I don't have cantrips, so
And I'm a barbarian.
All right.
so then
He's
he's gonna.
basically gonna look at Onarth. For once, I don't have anything to fix your problems.
Fair enough. And he's just going to put the door back as best as he can. And he's going to walk out. He's going to walk outside. He's going to walk back out.
Stop licking the bed.
Wait. I'm thinking about the order of operations here, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Put the door. It's like that episode of Drake and Josh where they get in the treehouse or whatever it is, put the wall
Hey,
up, and then
Where's the door?
where's the? My fucking god!
Okay. So, you put the door back first.
This is the most stereotypical barbarian. thing
No,
I've
he's
ever
walking
heard.
out of the room, putting the
You
door
said
back.
the exact opposite, but okay.
Okay,
Okay.
he's going to walk
Put-
out
put
of the
door
room,
back.
put the door
Ah,
back,
good,
then
good,
walk
good.
out of the
Shut-
building.
Shush, 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 shush. Door is placed back and its hinges. Hana stands there proudly. And then what do you do?
He walks out of the
You're
house.
out! You're out of the house! You just made a big deal about how you're already out of the house! You're out of the house! What do you do now the door's in place? Herding cats!
Hey, I'm not
Is
one of
there a
those
cat?
cats.
Is there a cat nearby?
No! Fuck you! There are no cats! All the cats died in the attack. Every single one of them. They were the main target. Fuck you, but yes, there were cats. And none of them are here.
Hi, Brent. Oh, I have a message from someone. And it's none of you.
What?
No!
Just got so confused.
Okay.
Okay, so now that you are outside the house, you have replaced the door. And we've established that there are no cats around. What do you do?
He's going to wait for his companions to figure out their next plan of action. Wait, we're all outside. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yes.
Yes, you're all outside.
We are all
now what
outside.
are you all doing?
Alright, so are we
Outside.
gonna go? Wait, Wolfgang, why don't we just go back to your mother's house?
Well, that's where we were going originally, and then I was like,
Then let's
"Whoa,
just go
this place is
back.
great." Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And how
His
that's going to
mother's
and how
house
that's gonna
is,
go?
like down is like down this alleyway a decent bit
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
on the second floor of another townhouse.
Yeah.
So you're actually really close.
Yeah. So let's just go there. This was a great idea. but I feel like there was, I just have this feeling that was not a good idea. So let's not stay upstairs from whatever just happened, and let's go back to my parents' house. And he's going to just start walking.
Okay. Do you all follow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make it back. You head upstairs. You're in Wolfgang's mother's house. Once again, the door is off its hinges. Perhaps another half-orc barbarian got frustrated by the lack of ability to enter.
Perhaps.
Who knows? But it's off the hinges, and they didn't have the courtesy to put it back on.
So, enters, and once everyone's in, turns to a car. First, actually, hold on. Even with his bad perception, he's doing this. He's gonna go and look around the house, make sure there's no one fucking in there waiting and listening in. Because we were followed by someone. I feel like this is a good course of action.
This does not happen. But it would be very funny if you walked into your parents' bedroom, opened the closet, and saying there is a child you have never seen before.
It would be so bizarre.
Who then leans in. You got games on your phone? And then just teleports away.
I think if that happened, he would just think he had a psychotic break. Like, he'd be like...
Wouldn't be the first in the past 24 hours, however. No. But that doesn't happen. That is a joke.
Okay.
There's no one in this house.
No one in this house. Okay, so with that, going to walk back to the group. A car. What did you talk about? Phyllis, talk about, like, let's go over everything.
Well, they believe that necromancer that we mentioned before was still a problem. There's a plague that is possibly bringing back people. That is the necromancer. Past that, there is something that needs to stay quiet. And Akara, I would like to do a perception check as him to make sure they're not being watched, because he is trying his best to keep his word to Ender. Listen, he might have killed his best friend, but he's gonna try his best to be good. Okay. Yeah, 21.
Hovering outside the window, T-posing. Is some 12-year-old. And then the dust on the window. From the outside, the dust on the inside. He has written so you can see perfectly. You got games on your phone. That is not real. That doesn't happen.
The fuck's a phone?
Those are all questions you would ask if that had happened. But no.
It's not.
The only thing of concern is the fact that the door is still off its hinges and still not closed. Still very open and lying on the floor. But other than that, pretty sure no one's listening.
We could fix the door.
Good.
Like we fixed the other people. Hey, Honor, you're good at this. Get over there and pick up the door, please. You do a really good job picking up doors that are not...
Honor is going to do said thing. That's fine. Honor is going to do said thing.
All right, door is...
You get the little dick slap.
I picked the worst time to abuse.
Next time, sir, for mute, please.
I didn't think you would say that. I muted myself asking because he bought pizza and I asked him to give me a couple slices.
Oh,
and
no,
then he says
that was
that.
Jesper.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought that was from the Connor. Never mind.
Oh my
What are we
god.
talking about? What were we hearing?
And it's never about something that's happening. It's always like
That's
someone
fair.
else showing.
That's fair.
That, but your thing went green at the same time, so I thought it was coming from you.
Doggo was scritching.
That also was happening, which is kind of why I thought it was coming from people just like right outside the door having a loud conversation.
No, Doggo was
Alright,
scritching.
on
The
Earth.
conversation was from Vesper.
Alright, Hot Earth is going to take the door. He's going to put it in the doorway.
Door is put in doorway.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No!
Finally.
Car, please finally give the news that we've been working for an hour to get to.
Hasn't been.
And definitely did not break into a family of four's home to do so.
There is a small problem that Ender is dealing with currently. The royal family is missing.
Oh,
He asked we keep it quiet.
like not. Like there's a chance they could be alive and not just straight up dead missing?
They don't know. They were sent to a safe house but never made it.
Alright. That's. Did he tell you this with hope we would help with that?
He told us everything, hoping we could do something about any of it.
Okay, but that's pretty damn important.
Where would we even start?
Along the route of the safe house, probably.
Do we even know where that is?
We could probably find out if we don't.
He did want to speak with us again, though he was busy today.
So then when we speak again, we get a little more information. If he has any. And we can track along the route. I think that would go a long way for this city. And also, if we were the ones to do it, for the people that know about it, could mean a lot.
It could. Also, if we were to help him in any way we can, he said he might be able to help us with our search for some new gear.
Well,
I mean, I'm not really in need of anything other than maybe a new weapon, but
what's wrong with the one you got?
well, as I'm going to go fight my father, I might need something a little bit stronger.
Oh. Alright. Fair enough. So then, there's that. You said plague, necromancer. That's a lot. Alright, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and all of it's connected. Probably not, because nothing's that easy. But hey, wouldn't that be nice?
It would be.
Alright, well. Hi. Hi, Brad.
Hi, guys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Got something to add?
Nope.
No.
I believe that statement added enough.
Okay. All right. All right. So then, is that what we're set on trying to do? Find them if possible.
I think so.
All right. Seems like the biggest thing. I mean, they're all huge problems, but that one could at least boost morale across the city.
And that is what Ender had mentioned.
Oh. Well, great minds think alike, I suppose.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Let's cut to Thoden real quick.
Oh, shit. Okay, yes.
A couple of miles away is Thoden. Thoden, you are currently on your own,
Mhm.
outside of the city of St. Morgan, doing part of one of the objectives, specifically one having to do with the fact that the North could show up at literally any moment and completely destroy the city.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me a quick perception check.
Shit. Okay, come on, boyo. You can do this for me. Where's my perception?
You got this, boy.
19.
19. Okay. With a 19, as you walk through some woods, you are looking for a old fort that was built several hundred years prior, somewhere to the north of the city of St. Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow the directions pretty well. And as you kind of walk up a small ridge line, you kind of see that you took a wrong turn.
Hmm.
But this is almost better, because now you have a slight vantage point over said old fort.
Mm.
But with a 19, you see some things that are concerning.
Okay.
First thing you notice is the bodies.
Okay.
They hang from the walls, nooses around the neck, hands behind their back, all pale from a quick slice across the throat for some of them, as it appears that they didn't die so quick after being thrown off the wall. But you don't see anyone there. Just the relatively fresh dead.
Hmm.
Would Thoden be, after seeing this, doing anything, I don't know, stealthily?
Yeah, he's going to attempt to make his way a little closer, see if he can get some more information.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
With your armor, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, come on, plus 11. Let's do. Oh, that would have been so good if it wasn't disadvantage. It was a nat 20. But with a plus 11, that brings it up to 22.
22?
Yep.
As far as you know.
Mm.
You don't see anybody, and nobody sees you. As you kind of make it closer, you can tell that as of relatively recently, even very recently perhaps, this place has been occupied. Based on the slight puffs of smoke coming off two now unlit torches.
Hmm.
But the slight glows of embers indicate that they were lit not that long ago.
Okay. Gonna take a little more look around, see if there's anything of note, any...
Go ahead and roll me another perception check. This one I'm going to say is with advantage.
What the fuck's my phone?
Just, what is it?
It's a 24. Nat 20.
24?
Yeah.
How perfect.
Oh, shit.
As you kind of sit there and grow ever more still, you see just a flash of shadow movement coming off of one of the corners. So basically there are 4 different kind of small towers that align the wall around the old fort.
Mm-hmm.
And on the farthest tower, you see just a flash of movement, just very slight, just a little bit out of place, and someone moving to correct. But you don't see the person itself.
Oh, okay.
But you can tell someone is still here. But what even more obviously makes it clear is probably about 25, 30 feet behind you. You hear the snap of a stick as someone fucks up. Do you turn?
Yes.
You turn?
Yep.
And standing there, just kind of looking down at the twig and then looking up at you, is a figure wearing a nice breastplate, a wide variety of gadgets along their arms, hood over their head, silver mask on their face,
No.
and they're holding 2 daggers. And they look at and they look up at you, swear in Elvish. And what do you do?
I mean, I would have seen this person. I've seen this person before.
Mhm.
Oh, but it wasn't in a bad way.
Oh yes, you were running from him as he attacked Mortis.
Right.
But this is not the Nightwalker.
Oh, what?
It was the same face mask, but their physique and outfit are different. This is a much more slender individual.
What do I do? Do I shoot first and ask questions later? I wasn't on the lookout for this bitch. Shit.
And they have 2 and they have 2 daggers in hand. What do you do?
Kind of bow in hand.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to think what Thodin's, like, what he knows of this guy. I'm trying to separate what Wolfgang knows and what he knows of, even though it's not the Nightwalker specifically, it appears to be someone dressed like him.
Connected.
I don't remember if it's negative or not. Yeah, it would have been. So, okay, he's just
Go ahead and roll me
Oh,
a quick history check, because that might make the decision a little bit easier.
yeah, that might. 17.
17.
Yeah.
You were in fact informed about the report of Wolfgang Harlequin having a smackdown with a bunch of men dressed like this out in the middle of the field.
That narrows it just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna just take our. Can I take an attack? Would this be?
Go ahead and roll me a quick sleight of hand check.
15. That was great.
Unfortunately, they're faster.
Okay.
And basically, they kind of look at you, kind of move for your bow, and you just twitch in just the wrong way, and they just and take like a flick throw.
Okay.
And they're gonna have advantage on this attack because of what they rolled. What is your armor class?
23.
23?
Yep.
That will hit.
Okay.
And so basically you're going to take a good old-fashioned just 8 piercing.
Okay.
This kind of chucks, throws, and go ahead and roll me a quick initiative.
It can do. 29.
You're first.
Okay. All right. So, taking. Why is it taking so long to do that? Load like that. Okay, we're fine. Weird. Okay. So, taking 3 attacks.
Okay.
First one's gonna be. Find it here again. Yeah. Okay. I had to make sure that was corrected. And we're gonna sharpshooter this, so it is going to be 22. Does that hit?
That will hit.
Okay. Now that I have all the math done in my head, that's a 24 to hit.
Hits.
And then this is going to be a 26 to hit. These are,
All
again,
of these hit.
all sharpshooter.
All sharpshooter. Gotcha.
Yep. I'm probably going to...
Any of them crits?
No, none of them crits.
Whew.
Sadly. That would have hurt like a motherfucker, though, if it did. Okay. So that's a plus... No. That's plus 10. So it's plus 20 to damage. So then it's gonna be so the damage on this is
That's at least 60 damage.
7 plus 5 plus 7 plus, what did we say, 60? So
Yeah.
79 damage in 3 hits.
79 damage?
Yeah.
And so basically, he throws one dagger, and you just kind of pop, pop, pop. And anything else you want to do? Because they're still standing.
Still standing. We're gonna save that. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it for now.
Keep
That's it.
All right. So it's going to be over to their turn. Where the fuck's that? Thank you. Let me go ahead and go to that section, and let's see what the fuck they can do.
I'm just checking all my stuff as well. Oh, making sure it's all doing all that correct.
All right. He's going to go ahead and use a bonus action hide. Go ahead and...
Perception, yep.
What is your passive?
Oh, my passive? Passive's 14.
14?
Yeah.
Let me check your name.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah. And so they get shot and they fucking duck behind a tree and then take your bow and follow. Gone.
Oh.
And don't know where they are.
Okay.
And as their action, they're going to go ahead and roll an attack. But unfortunately, they miss.
Okay.
And so basically, you kind of expected them to come from the left, but instead, basically, when you kind of followed them to go to your left, they went to the right.
Okay.
And they kind of stick around and they kind of jump, blade in hand, and just miss pretty fucking bad.
Okay.
Just kind of whiffing the throw. And that is going to finish their turn.
All right. So,
They're now right there.
Uh-huh.
And realizing the error of their ways.
All right. You know what's happening. Sharpshooter and all these. Oh, that's low. 18.
Within 5 feet.
Oh, they're within 5 feet. Oh, I thought you said they threw.
They're right there.
Okay.
They're trying to stab you.
Oh, I thought you said throw. My bad. So then in that case, going to move back the 5 so they'll get that opportunity. If they take it.
Yeah, it misses.
Okay.
Just whiff.
So yeah, then I'll be back again. I just moved back 5, so I'm 10 feet away. So going to go. That one is a 19. Does that hit? I don't recall if I.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. That one is going to be a 29, not a crit, but that one is.
Josh.
Yeah. Do you want? What?
Is it sharpshooter?
Oh yeah, all of these were sharpshooter.
And the crit. And your crits do ×3 now?
I forgot about that. Yes. Okay.
Just roll damage.
Yeah,
just to kind of find out.
I just want to see. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot I took Piercer, which is fucking busted as hell. Okay, so we'll do the 2 normals first, so I don't get stop. Plus 3. Okay, so 44. And clear that so I can add that, and then that's without the crit. Oh, that's easy math. 44 plus 48. 92.
92?
Yeah.
Is that total?
That is total.
And so Thoden.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of step back. He misses. Shot 1. Chest. Shot 2. Other side of chest. Goes down on his knees. And pulls back. and falls on the ground dead.
Hey, Brant, by the way,
Yeah.
I was wrong. Because I only did ×2 out of habit. It was 116 damage. Sorry. 116.
Well,
Still dead.
doesn't make him any less dead. In fact, it makes him more dead.
Yeah. Yeah, love that. So, yeah, dead dude. Okay.
He's dead.
Okay.
What now?
You're gonna immediately go give this guy a better look over what kind of gadgets he's got, try to commit, if he can, commit some of the stuff to memory, maybe get an idea what this guy, if he faces one again, might have on.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. I know what my plus is to that. It's not great. Okay. I rolled a lot. 21 though. 18 on the dice.
21?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you find is you find a few canisters on the hip that have a small glass kind of window, and it has this thick, gray, cloudy substance kind of floating around in it.
Mhm.
On one arm, you find something that looks like it kind of has a wound-up cable connected to a hook, and it seems to have a launching mechanism for said hook.
Mm-hmm.
Has and this is the only way I can describe it, shit ton of knives, various poisons, a longer elven blade, more like a short sword, perhaps, a couple different canisters on different pockets along some of the padding of his arms that I'm not quite sure what they do. But do you speak Elvish?
I don't believe so, but let me check. No, I do not.
No, you do not? All right. There are a bunch of different canisters that have different writing in Elvish on it.
Okay. Well, I don't know what they do, but can I take them?
Sure.
Okay.
Taking them is a thing you're allowed to do. He is dead.
Okay.
You have killed him.
I will take, without being able to read it, but just kind of looking at the scribbles and being like, okay, these look different. How many different kinds would you say there are?
6.
Take one of each.
Cool.
And then he'll throw those, so let me write that down. 6 cans of something.
Yep.
6 cans of something from Night Walker Imposter. Okay, cool. So check them
I'm
over.
not going to do it.
What's up?
I am not going to do it.
Oh shit.
You said a word, and I was going to make a joke.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. But there also is a pouch that has little jiggle.
Oh, little jiggle like coin jiggle. It folds. Okay.
No, it does not fold.
Does not fold. Okay. He will take it. How much?
Okay.
He'll count it later, but how much is in there?
23 platinum.
I don't have much money. That's a lot. Okay.
142 gold. 363 silver. And that is amongst 4 separate pouches around this guy's waist.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that is all you find on him.
That's still a lot. All right. Let me just put that here. Okay. And math. Okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome. So with that, I think I'll leave that be. And he's gonna go. You said there was like movement in the tower.
Yes, tower furthest away from you.
Was it like on top of the tower, in the tower, through a window, or next to it?
You saw a shadow kind of next to the tower as if someone was standing in a doorway and was just a little bit too far exposed through like through, like sunlight going through it and leaving a slight bit of a shadow. And then they recognized and then moved to adjust and then disappeared.
Gotcha. Well, gonna go over there and see if they're still there with the sword out, drawing his dwarven sword he got from Elena, that he still has, because he never did get rid
We
of that.
don't mention her name.
Yeah, well, I just did. Immortal.
Okay.
They are
Bro,
immortalized.
that thing is like so out of date for us now. That thing's a +1 silver.
No, it's a +2 dwarven sword, which is magical.
Is it? Because I remember her only
+2.
having a silver.
You got that as well. Because you got that after you gave this to Thoden.
Fair.
Okay. So you walk over?
Yep, gonna walk over.
All right. How do you want to walk over? Do you want to kind of like head down and then kind of move around because we are on this elevated position?
Yes, going to go down, move around.
Okay.
Kind of try to get close.
The gate is not open. Gate
Okay.
is closed.
Okay. Is there any other entrances that I can see? Cracks in the wall? If
No,
not-
actually, it seems to have been either it's been lucky or someone's been possibly maintaining this place.
Okay. Here's a question I think Thoden would know.
Okay.
When he finds something, who is he supposed to report to? Ander directly, or is there someone else?
And directly.
About what time of day would you say it is?
It's probably early afternoon.
Okay, mostly just making sure he's not asleep.
No.
Going to, using his sending ring, just give a quick shout to Ander.
Okay.
You look like you're gonna say.
Just go.
Okay.
No, just go.
Let me think. In relation to St. Morgan, what direction is this?
North of St. Morgan.
North of St. Morgan. Found an old fort to the north of St. Morgan. A guy that looked like the Nightwalker, but wasn't, attacked me. It's 25, right?
Mhm.
Now they're dead. 24.
Thanks for update. In meeting. Going to kill myself. Don't die. Anyone else in fort?
Using another one of them. I think I did see someone, but gate is closed. Fort looks possibly maintained. It's 14. Going to look for another way in. Will update you later. 25.
And then he's going to respond. Don't go alone. If Nightwalker involved, could be too dangerous. Need you alive. Wait for backup.
Okay. Okay. Well, here's what he's going to do.
Okay.
He said there was a higher vantage point.
Yes.
Where he just was. He is going to go back up there and do exactly that. He's going to wait for backup. He is going to go up there, try to find a position that he feels he could be somewhat safe, kind of set up a...
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yeah. 18.
18?
Yeah. That's good for me.
Yeah, but it's not good enough.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So then go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Roll it in dice spot.
Okay. We gotta find my constitution. What the fuck did I just do? I clicked something. Oh, it's over there. Huh. Okay. I'm actually good at those. +8. So dice bot, how does this work again? It's plus, or no, it's exclamation point roll 1d
1d20 plus your plus.
+8. Okay. Thank you, dice bot.
26?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel something stick you in the back of your neck.
Okay.
And you very quickly start to feel very drowsy. But then your dwarven immune system goes, no shit, fucker!
That possible if it was
And just
poison,
fucking
poison
takes you?
resistance.
It's not quite poison.
Not poison. Okay.
And just takes you, slaps you awake. And then you turn. And there are multiple other masked figures. Blades drawn. All kind of starting to approach you from the south and west. East is cut off by the clearing and then the cliff face.
Okay.
You don't see anyone to the south.
Okay. How
What do you
many?
want to do?
How many do I see?
You see about 9.
All right. All right. All I see around me is fear and dead men. All right.
We are going to do that later.
Yeah, that is later because I will get back to the others.
That will be later. Let's get back to everybody else.
Mhm.
I was not expecting you to actually fight them.
Well, I mean, hey, you don't expect a lot of things, but I'm unpredictable at times.
You are unpredictable. So let's go ahead and let's move on to what's
Yes.
going on
So,
in city. So what do you guys want to do now?
well, we've shared some information.
Yep.
As far as information about the mission, we were waiting on Ander and that contact again, waiting for Ander to be available again so we can get some more information.
So it seems like you guys have a couple hours
Yeah. Unless
Couple
anyone
hours
else
to
has
kill.
anything.
to do whatever you guys want. This might not be a bad time to go ahead and try to do some things. A little bit of downtime for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, downtime? Except on the road, we don't get a lot of that. That's mainly our doing.
Oh, I can't really do much until you've told me something, Brain.
What is that something, Vesper?
I've already told you. It's about the axe. About like what are we doing with it?
Well, that's not something you're gonna get for a little bit. Not something you can get during downtime. That is
Then-
something that is gonna happen later.
And then there's not much he can do. Unless he goes with one of the other two.
Okay. Nothing at all. You might want to try to explore things you want to look at.
Not really.
Okay.
They did walk past it. There was that weird mage house that they were told was closed.
Yes, there was.
And that's something that's been on my mind personally, because that's something
Okay.
that, like, I saw it as Thoden and it was described to me there, and then it was described again as Wolfgang. So I'm kind of like, that's something. That might be something. So, gonna kind of look at Car, look at Anar. I mean, we've got some time to kill, and I could show you the sights. And there was that weird mage house that's there in town. We could go check it out, and hey, if the door's blocked, I know just the person to call.
I'm not kicking the door down.
I know, because then you'd get blasted with a fireball, and that would not feel good if there's anyone still in there. So, but we could go check on it.
I suppose.
At least go walk around the city. I can go show you the sights that are no longer there. And the houses that I used to look at as a kid that are now rubble. Love this city.
Can tell.
Okay.
What was that, Connor? I didn't hear what you said.
He said, I can tell.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, it'll give us something to do. We're just sitting around waiting at this point. So,
I guess so.
okay.
I've never been too keen on magic, but if it's something to do, it's something to do.
It's something to do. And if that doesn't work out, there's other places we can go. And so, he'll walk over to the door, move the door aside, and let his companions exit. Then when they do, he'll put the door back.
All of you are going to notice as you walk down the alleyway, the door that Hanarth placed on the other house has now fallen down.
Aw.
And there are now very, very small footprints of likely gnomes, halflings perhaps, kind of running out the house. Or perhaps they're just human orphan children who just got their shit scared in by a fucking Hanarth, just going like,
It's okay.
"Rah, I'm gonna kick down the door."
It's okay.
But you're all able to run out. Not run out. That was the halfling family of four. You walk out. And you start heading towards the magic house. Now that is once again all the way down south. And so you kind of walk down back once again towards the main road, walking past the building in which a carhead is meeting with Ander, and then kind of down to where you were staying the last night. And it is just a little bit down the road from the university.
Mhm.
And it is once again this like multi-layered compound that has a few different towers at like 3 points, and then like the back one is like massive and like made of a very different design philosophy, and it kind of has things that seem physically impossible that kind of hang over the air in ways that you don't think should happen. Like it should collapse in on its own weight, but it doesn't. It has like this glowing blue gate. But there's no longer a sign that says currently closed, come back later.
Interesting. Okay. Glowing blue gate. So this glowing blue gate, it's like to put it in terms that we both would understand, Rea Lucaria Academy kind of gate. Like glowing blue almost. You know what I'm talking about?
Victorian England style, but it is glowing blue.
Okay, gotcha.
Not so much a giant gate as you approach the academy.
Okay, gotcha.
It's more so just like it's probably right in between chest and stomach height for most of you. A car, it is still taller than you.
Short. But okay. And so then we'll approach and see if gate open.
It does not open when you walk up to it. It is still a closed gate.
Hand on gate. Hand on gate. Attempt to open gate.
When you touch the gate, it kind of begins to dissolve and sparkles.
Oh.
And then it's gone.
Okay. Alright. So that is how you open gate. Okay. I'm gonna look to his companions. After you into Magic Academy. If you would like. We do not have to. Oh, what the fuck is on my hand? Why is there a big ass piece of glitter on my hand? What was that? I got scared.
You have received my gift.
I got scared. I thought it was like a bug, and I just look at it. I'm like, ah.
Okay.
Okay.
You head in.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay, you head in. And as you kind of walk into this courtyard, it seems very well maintained. And as you kind of walk in and look up around you, there is this glowing blue, kind of like runic bubble that is just sitting around the around the building. There are various different plants, flowers growing in a very beautiful yet obviously unorganized garden.
Okay.
But the gate is still in perfect condition as you walk down it.
Gotcha.
I mean, not the gate, the path.
Yeah, okay. All right. Gonna kind
So you
of
walk up,
walk up. Yeah.
and the two main doors are just these big, two like dark wooden doors, very, very big, very heavy looking.
Okay. Gonna attempt to open them.
All right. You go ahead and like you like kind of give it like a quick little like kind of push, and then you feel like this sensation as the door begins to swing itself open, similar to how like when you go into like when like you start to push on like an automatic door that's like really late delay,
Mhm.
and so like you like start to push and then it begins to take over by itself, and it's like okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah.
And so it kind of does that, and you are exposed to a main circular room, pretty large. It has a stairway going up and then two like big doorways. There are bookshelves lining most of the walls. There are tables with papers scattering everywhere. And a bunch of what look like early 20s, late teens just running around, just fucking like grabbing things and then kind of like, oh, God damn it, fuck, shit, fuck, and throwing them back in. And just running around, wands in hand, just fucking casting as many mage hand as they can manipulate the weave to allow in some sort of like bullshit this place is special kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And so one dude has like three different mage hands carrying several dozen books, just all the mage hands like struggling under the weight of him. He's just going fuck, gonna be late, fuck. And you stand there for how long?
Couple minutes, maybe a minute. Kind of just
A minute?
looking around. Yeah, we'll say a minute. Just kind
58 and a half seconds.
Okay.
Someone kind of just walks in holding a small book. They seem probably 24, 25, just kind of flipping through a small book, just kind of looking up. Oh, I am so sorry. Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you guys?
Well, just getting back in this area, this side of town, and saw the place was back open again. Yeah.
Yeah, you picked a bad time. Real bad.
What's going on? Like, not with the town. Like, are you saying there's something in this place specifically, or?
Not specifically, but yes, it's also bad place time now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's finals week.
Oh no! Good luck. Yeah. Okay.
I don't have to take them anymore. I graduated.
Hey, good job.
I am an employee here now. Hi.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. I got a question for you. This is more of a school, correct? It seems like you mentioned finals.
Yes. It's a place where people can be taught in the arts of magic. And scholars can come together to share their knowledge.
Okay. Then here's a question, because there's not a lot of access to these kind of things in town.
No.
Is this also a place someone could come to get enchantments on weapons, items, gear? For a price, of course.
I don't know if the wizard who did that's still alive, but I can check.
Okay, it wouldn't if they're not if they are and they're not available now. That's all right. It doesn't necessarily need to be right now. Just
They're probably not available now, but I can check if they're still here and or alive. We've had a very hectic 2 months,
I know. I know.
but that's because the stuff outside. So
Right.
I can check for you.
That would
Just
be
go ahead and give me
wonderful.
like a minute,
All right.
and then they're gonna kind of walk off, and they're gonna kind of take their wand out and kind of put small book down and kind of flip through their own book, and then just kind of cast spell.
Mm.
Then kind of walk back. Well, they are alive. They haven't left their room in a year and a half, but still alive.
Oh,
Don't ask. This place gets lots of characters.
all right. So with them having not left, does that mean they would not leave?
I wouldn't try.
Could we
They-
go in?
How much do you value having all of your limbs?
Much. Very much.
Then I can't advise that.
Okay.
He
Good to
likes two things. First of all, he likes runes.
Hmm.
And number two, he likes enchantments. Meaning, as soon as you touch that door, it's likely going to explode with the force of 1,000 suns.
I see.
In a very small, localized point, which would contain you and only you.
All right. Fun.
I can tell him you are here. How much are you willing to pay? I do not know his standard rate. I don't think he knows his standard rate. Just throw out an amount of money that you think would attract his interest.
See how much he's even got himself. Oh, wrong sheet.
Carr will look at Wolfgang. The party fund is open as long as you don't spend all of it.
Few thousand.
Hunter's leaning on a wall, just watching.
I'd say I would try to keep it under 3, if possible. But
Under
Little
3,000. Okay.
and that is he does have that himself, so if possible. If it's a little over, that's alright, but I'd like to try.
Okay, I will let him know. And can I get a name?
My name is Wolfgang Harlequin.
All right, Mr. Harlequin, you will hear a voice in your head if he decides to take the bait.
Alright, I'll be waiting.
I hope that will get him out of his room. I'm not sure if he's eaten in all that time. Goodberry can only get you so far.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll cross fingers.
At least I hope it's Goodberry.
What else would it be?
I have no idea, and that's what concerns me.
Okay, good luck. And be careful, don't get blown up by a small localized explosion on a doorknob.
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go ahead, turn around, and start walking away.
Okay. And he's going to turn to his companions. Well, if the Sanctum's got a monopoly on magic items, maybe we'll just have to get someone to make our own. If they're
Maybe.
available, of course. And they take the bait.
You could have said more than that.
I'm trying to keep it with what I've got. I know the party fund's open, but if we spend it all, we won't have any left for our other ventures. Who knows when we'll need it.
An upgrade is useful, Wolfgang.
I know. I intend to get one.
Considering you got your ass kicked by a certain someone recently.
Oh, shut the hell up. I had him. I had him. He was dead
I
to
will
rights.
believe that the moment that you win.
If you don't want to use the party fund, my pouch is available if you need some.
That is nice of you. I'm trying my best to avoid using other people's money. But if I need...
Technically, the party fund is also yours, Wolfgang.
Yeah, I suppose. How much do we have, anyway? I'd say it a little quiet, just in case any...
Well, let's just say he'll kind of lean in close, a little shy of 100,000 gold.
Jesus, I've never seen that much money in all my days. I forget that all the time. I've heard that number once. It felt higher. Did you buy something with it?
Recently,
What'd you buy it with? That would cost so much. I swear it was higher than that. By a good margin.
only a little bit. It wasn't that much.
Alright.
Well, I mean, one of the things was Diamond. I mean, have to be able to revive you assholes if you die.
I'd love to see someone take me down. Ain't gonna happen today, ain't gonna happen tomorrow.
Meanwhile,
thank
you
you.
don't have to worry about the rest of that. What was spent, it wasn't much, anyways.
Fine.
Connor, could you message me with what you actually spent the money on? Because I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just give me one moment to remember exactly what it was. I don't remember the name, okay? Wait, no.
That's
I
fine.
wrote it down somewhere. I wrote it down. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So you've begun to get a lead on maybe getting some enchanted weapons and
Yeah.
maybe some other stuff.
Yeah, maybe just increase the power of what we've got. Like, Wolfgang, his armor is plain, so maybe get a little something on that. If possible. Then, if things go with the Sanctum, either really well or really poorly, there might be something he'll steal from them, if they have anything. Which,
Okay.
yeah.
Hunter's just
sounds
deep
like
in
you're
thought
welcome.
while you two do that.
Okay.
Okay.
His head is down.
Connor.
He's just standing. He's just staring at the floor at this point.
Okay. Any of you going to say anything about it?
I was just about to say, yeah, he's gonna kind of look it on our... Are you good? What's going on?
A lot. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so... Yeah.
And so, do you guys leave the magic school?
No, I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna stand purposefully in the way of the students as they're rushing about, knocking the books out of their mage
I would
hands,
say go ahead
dispelling
and roll me an athletics check, but I don't think any of these nerds could at all compete with you physically.
I'm gonna shove them on the ground, throw them in their lockers. And if they don't have a locker, I'll make one. I will build a locker specifically for those. No, I'm kidding. Bullying's bad. I'm going to, yeah, gonna leave.
Okay. Do all of you leave? Uh-oh,
Yeah.
Connor's got something. Okay.
He leaves.
So, you two leave? Vesper?
Yes, he leaves.
Okay. You leave. And you're all out on the street. What do you want to do now? Any questions you guys want to try to find some answers to?
I mean, there was a big one, which is,
Oh.
you know... Oh, go ahead.
I want to do a thing.
Oh.
You want to do a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, he's going to reach into the bag of holding And he's gonna try to break a tiny piece off of a certain screaming skull.
Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh no.
$21. Might have mentioned that I don't think this thing has been brought out since
No.
Wolfgang and On Earth have joined him.
Mhm.
And he's going to attempt to just drop a piece next to the gate without anyone else noticing.
Obviously, a hand check.
My turn to be chaotic, bitches. Let me think. Gotta think. Math. 18.
18?
Yeah.
I find this great for one reason. It's because it's every college or like campus has like their location that's like special or haunted or whatever, and it's got like a quirk. This is that place's thing.
Unfortunately, not.
Oh.
Because you see out of one of the windows on the top floor, you see a head poke out, like several layers of spectacles. Ancient man. You just kind of look down, just, who the fuck did that? And then his eyes narrow straight to where the fucking screaming skull is. Pulls out a wand and just casts a spell. And this green beam shoots to the ground,
No.
hitting the bit of screaming skull.
No.
And it disintegrates into dust until there's nothing left.
Sad. But I was only for that bit. Still the rest of it left.
Watching you.
Are you the guy who can do enchantments and stuff?
No!
Oh.
I do
Alright.
disintegrate.
Can I have that?
I mean, I can cast it on you.
No. No.
You sure?
No, yeah, I'm sure. I had to think about it.
Good call.
Yeah. Alright, bye.
Wolfgang, do you think there's a library intact still?
I know the university had a bunch of books in it.
The library was a place that we were actually told we could have stayed at.
True.
Good. I
True.
need to go. I'm gonna go look at some things about, maybe find something about my family history.
God, I hate libraries.
A lot of words you can't
Wonder
read,
why.
huh?
I wonder why you can't read.
Alright, so
It's
you
not
want us to come with you? We can come with.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I can do some. I'd love to do some reading. Nakara, come on, let's go. Let's do some reading together.
Together, my ass.
Yeah, no, together. We will read. I will read, and you will be there. Therefore, we are reading together.
You can read to him like a child.
Oh, that's a great
I'm
idea.
just gonna hide more pieces of this fucking skull.
Please
What
do.
fucking skull?
I didn't show you about that, did I?
No. Showed me though once.
A while back.
What's-
This random screaming skull that smells like blood just popped out of a portal as someone tried to banish someone, and I decided to just keep it.
I'm not even gonna fucking ask. And he's gonna start walk. Does Tyler know where the library is?
Nope.
Wolfgang, where's the fucking library?
Does he remember where the library is? I mean, they were told
Roll me a
about it,
history check.
but 13.
13.
Yeah. Because I feel like we were told vaguely where it was when we were told we could stay there.
You have an idea, but you never really frequented the place
Yeah.
when you were younger.
Okay. Well, then I will go based off that idea.
Okay.
I kind of know where it is, but if you see a place that looks like a library, one of you two tell me, because I don't remember exactly where it is.
And lead the
Do you
way.
think I know what the fuck a library looks like?
Maybe it has a picture of a book outside. Says
Just lead the way. Just lead the way.
Let's start walking.
Hunter's going to
He's
follow
leading him.
visibly. Hunter's going to follow visibly frustrated at this point.
Okay.
The car's just gonna kind of glance it on our Wolfgang.
That's not the only skull I have.
I don't care.
Wolfgang
really
is going to
don't-
stop walking. He's going to stop walking. He's going to turn to Honor. You need to start talking. I understand you're frustrated by something. Snapping at other people doesn't help. I'm not going to show you where it is. Unless you
And I'll
start
find it
talking.
I'll find it my damn self. And he's gonna push past him.
He was going to walk out of your way. He's not going to even let you. Not going to give you that satisfaction. So, Honor walks out.
Okay.
Well, tried. Can't say I didn't try.
Oh boy.
Hunter's going to walk 10 feet and then stop and breathe. The other night I had a dream about my mother. And it's just been weighing on me, is all.
All right. I understand.
I want to find. No offense. I know we need to help these people, but I agreed to do something for the Adventurers Guild and go find my father. Then all this sidetracking is kind of getting on my nerves. All. I understand it's for the greater good, and I understand that it needs to get done. It's just a little frustrated is all. Because the amount of time that we've taken to do all these detours, my father could not even be in North Point anymore.
I get it. Because that's exactly how I felt when we took the detours we did before we got here. And if we went off and did your things first, then I'd be in that same position, wondering how this place is doing. So you're not alone in that. It's just we had to make a decision where we went first. And these places were on the way. So what are you going to do?
I want to find out more about my history, about my clan. So I still do want to go to that library.
All right. Then let's
If you
keep
could just
walking.
lead the general direction.
And he will do so.
Okay.
How does that go with the 13?
With a 13, it's more north.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and look at the master map.
Estimate.
Okay. So you kind of walk and you kind of head to the main road headed north. And you're kind of at a dilemma. You're not quite sure if you should head left at the intersection, head basically towards the docks along the main road, or if you should continue to head north, more towards the Crown's Head, Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to choose. Do you want to head further west, or head north to find the library?
I actually think going. You said you said north was where the Crown's Head was.
Yep.
I don't think that's a bad idea, because at worst case scenario, get there and we find someone to ask, be like, "Hey, where's the library?" Because we know there are people there. At least there were
Okay.
guards. So
You do so.
I think that's what he would do.
You do so. And you walk up to the Crown's Head, and there are no longer any guards. The entire place has been abandoned. There's no one left in the city. Everyone's now dead. The plague has swept over, and that's not what happens at all.
Okay.
You make it to the Crown's Head, and there's a standard guard outside. And they're all kind of standing around. Their attention is obviously elsewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and so you kind of got to get a little close to get attention.
Gonna do so and just be like, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
I know. We're looking for the library. Do you happen to know which direction that would be in?
Head back down south and then head west along the main road. It will be a large circular building.
Audibly. Fuck.
It will have a statue of the god of knowledge out front.
Perfect. That's actually very helpful. Thank you. Turn around. Statue of the god of knowledge. There you go.
Cool.
And start
Burn
walking
walks.
that direction.
Takes like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Boom. You're there. You found it. You're in the place.
All right.
Honarth will walk in.
You walk in, and you find that there are a couple guards kind of standing in the entrance, and they kind of look at you and kind of look outside and see that it's still very, very daylight out there, and then just kind of shrug and allow you to go in. There are a bunch of run sacks kind of all over the floor. There is a pathway to walk, and there are guards kind of walking every couple dozen feet. But there are stacked upon shelves, just shelves upon shelves upon shelves. And there are still books on those shelves, and they all kind of start to spiral around it in this complex pattern. It's not quite as large as the library of Akar saw in Aurelia. But still very large.
Okay.
Hunter is going to look for somebody that looks like they might know, like where books would be, librarian.
So you're looking for the librarian or the books? Sorry.
The librarian
What's that?
to find where the books, certain books would be.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
22.
22. You eventually find a small old lady kind of pushing a cart, bumping people every once in a while. Just kind of going bump. Sorry. And then kind of putting a book over them as kind of look up. Go. Who's checking out books? And then she just stares at them. Pushes the cart forward once again, never answering the question.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I was wondering if you had any books on Orcish tribes, specifically the Honor Bloods.
Thanks. Non-fiction section, second floor. Aisle 3, row 42.
He will immediately make a beeline for that.
Oh, never mind. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. He goes to where he was directed, not hearing what book it was.
Here you go. And you walk up the stairs and kind of walk past a bunch of people. Very, very much so. Just kind of man on a mission. Just
Yes, man on mission.
and then you do reach the aisle, and there are two teenagers, and they are spending some time away from the rest of the people, having a little bit of fun, just nothing scandalous, but not something they would do in front of their parents. They're kissing a little bit.
That is cute. Aww. Hunter's going to pay no mind.
However, they're standing directly in front of the book you need.
He's whistling. I need that book.
What?
He's going to point to the book. You're standing in the bookshelf that I need to get to.
Okay. And then they're going to move slightly out of the way. And then continue to do what they're doing.
He's going to now look for a said book on the honor books.
All right, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
$19.
19. It will take you some time, but you will eventually find the book. As you go through, just kind of looking through and kind of reading each title. Some of them are in languages you don't read.
Okay.
But eventually you find one that you think will do so. But that's going to take you some time. In the meantime, is there anything anybody else wants to do?
I don't have anything in particular. I think Wolfgang's just
Okay.
gonna kind of stay downstairs, try to stay out of people's way and wait.
Akar, do you want to find a picture book?
No, but he's gonna sneak off to the farthest back, darkest corner he can find
For what purpose?
to hide another piece of that fucking skull because it failed the first time and he doesn't care. He's in a library. He hates these places. He will forsake it. By
Josh, you have
hiding
no
a
idea how
screaming piece
tempted
of
I
skull.
am to throw a fucking errand boss at you guys for that.
How dare.
Why?
Josh, I'm surprised you don't know automatically who it would be.
I don't, and I'm very curious who you're thinking of. I would like you to send me who you're thinking of. S'il vous plaît. But I mean, as far as like, I don't see why it's not that bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought you meant like an actual boss Aaron has used.
No,
Okay. No,
just an errand style
that
boss.
that makes sense of who it would be. Yeah, it would be very funny. Also very bad, but it's not that bad. That's not deserving of that. That's mean.
I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to ask you for one more strength check. And then Hana's going to find the book he wants. And then I think we're going to end the session there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that works. Oh my
Is that
god.
a 20?
Mm-hmm.
You get the perfect ratio of size to sound.
Hey Connor,
Mm-hmm.
is your luck just like continuing from like from this previous Friday?
No,
Bro.
I've rolled pretty mediocre this whole time. I just got
Bro,
120 this whole time.
Bro, because I'm about to, because like you rolled like 8 nat 20s at one session, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
I know, it was weird.
It's
I
happened
didn't like
before,
it.
yeah.
I really didn't like it. What you were saying, Grant?
What?
I'm confused. I said the 20.
With that, you have found the perfect size to sound ratio. It is the smallest and least likely to be noticed, but yet it is the loudest. You can get it.
Hell yeah.
Wolfgang and Hana, you both hear just this weird slight noise just at the very bottom of your audible range. Just echoing from somewhere imperceivable.
That fly in my ear.
Wolfgang, you watch. Vesper, continue.
I was just saying, Connor, if it's too focused on finding book to give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfgang, you notice that now the librarian's head is just going. Where is it coming from?
I mean, to be fair, if you wanted to throw that boss, you could do it at the beginning of next session.
There is absolutely no reason why she would be a boss and not just some sweet old lady who's now very annoyed by a sound. It would be very funny, but it does not make any sense with the narrative.
This is true.
Unless. No.
That is definitely more Aaron DMing
Yeah,
than you
yeah, it
DMing.
is.
Aaron
Yeah,
would
it's more Aaron
100% do it without hesitation. But anyway.
And so basically it goes ahead. And she's now searching for this piece of screaming skull. Akar, do you leave the piece of screaming skull and move somewhere else?
He is going to take a book and he's going to open it flip through it, find a random spot to flick this thing into, and put the book back on the shelf before he leaves.
It's now slightly more muffled, but it's in there. And you still hear this thing. And how on earth you finally find the book? It is an older book. And what language do you speak?
None when muted.
What are they?
Common, Orcish, Elvish, Dwarvish.
Perfect. It's an Elvish.
Cool. He's going to take it. He's going to find a nice, comfortable spot to sit, and he's going to begin reading.
All right. So as you begin to read, I think that's where we're going to end this session. It's not a very climactic ending, but
Reading.
Thodin's fighting for his life.
No, it's fine. So do we want to do that like a separate but before next session kind of thing like we've done in the past, or do we want to do that during?
I don't really care. It's up to you.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
But
Just let me know.
I'll let you know. This ain't gonna be as simple as those things though, because
Brand's now gotta figure out what's inside this goddamn book.
Yes, that's also true.
That's why we're ending, because he's got to figure out what's in this goddamn book.
I understand. Just don't be like me and completely forget to.
Honestly,
even
I
decide.
also just need to be going to bed soon. So
That's also fair.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be doing a watch party of the boys tomorrow. This is for both the stream and for you guys. I'm gonna be doing a watch party for the boys.
what time?
The show. I'm thinking probably plan to get up.
Where?
Maybe 10 a.m. It's gonna be on Twitch.
I am probably going to be in class.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 10 a.m. because I don't want to get up too early. I've got some stuff to do in the morning, and
What are we
then,
watching?
it's gonna be The Boys, the Amazon show.
Oh, okay.
Because on Twitch, since it's partnered with Amazon or it's owned by Amazon, one of the two, you can actually do watch parties, no copyright strikes or anything like that on it. I just can't stream to YouTube as well, or YouTube will get angry. But I can do it on
YouTube
Twitch. No
on
problem.
your ass.
Yeah. And honestly, it's mainly because I was trying to fill a day with something Twitch related that wasn't just like streaming a game or something. I just want to chill. I can do some like D&D prep for Wednesday and watch a show. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end stream there. Thanks y'all.